lighting up the region.
A day worth to be remembered right at your business premises, regardless of its consequences, being good or bad at business premises. Get to know that Saturdays are there and they are meant to strengthen you. Good morning to you, our viewers, for watching West Nile TV, and I guess you are having a quality time at your business premises, and I hope all is moving on well. And Business Bank returns one more time. Today's edition is here for you to catch up with the varieties of businesses. Hope you are doing well with yours, and ours as well are moving on well. And it makes me to have different people in this very particular field. You know, we know that women always do have actually be recognized on Wednesdays being a Women Crest Wednesday, but still in business we mix it up. At times we bring men, at times we bring women. It brings whosoever we land with the opportunity on. And today we are still happening for this very session, and you'll be knowing the name of the business, actually where the salon is, and what the name of the salon is later on. So keep your dial on West Nile TV, keep it locked. I'll be right back. Well then, let us see who we have here on site, and he tells us more about himself. Yes, good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, good morning, madam.
Yeah, what's your name, and maybe you tell us more about yourself.
I'm Dennis Awar Mongo, and Alur from Parombo. I'm the sole proprietor of Brela Air Studio, Pakwach.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dennis, for giving us that brief introduction. And basically, this will usher us to know more about you. Can you basically tell us a brief history about yourself and where you started your business from?
Well, I started from work, and was working at JK Filling Station, Nebi, as a pump attendant. From there, I was promoted to the position of a station manager and was transferred to Pakwach Station. I started my own business from there, from a very small shop in Paida. Then I generated some capital from both work and businesses, and I was able to open up this salon in Pakwach. And my main aim of opening up this station was, this salon was, I was told in 2016, 2017, when the oil and gas work started, people of Pakwach made a lot of money from the oil and gas sector. So this time I also wanted to, set up some businesses here where I can also make some money from the oil and gas sector. Yes.
Well, you choose to be independent right from that is when you've been working for someone else and then starting your own thing. For how long did it take you to have that decision taken?
I worked for quite long. I was at JK for almost 4 years. From JK, I transferred my service to Pine Energy Limited. I also worked with them for quite long, and I've now decided to, try life on my own. Yes.
So basically, how does it feel like being on your own, being your own boss? I don't know how it feels like. How does it feel?
I think, to me, much as it is not all that easy, but I'm picking up, and I think it will be better in the next 1-2 years. Yes.
How old is your salon?
Salon is about 1 year and 10 months now.
Okay.
Yes.
Very soon coming to 2 years, and then working, and then you continue having all these moments of like, in future I want to be independent, I want to have a salon, in future I want to be independent, I want to do this and that. What name, okay, what inspired you to have your name, I mean salon name, called Brayla? I feel as a gentleman, maybe you'll be having it attached to your name. I don't know if there's a relationship between you and the name Brayla, or maybe someone suggested you the name and so forth. Could you as well elaborate for us about how you come up with the name of your business?
Well, before coming with this name Brayla, the guys who designed my place, after designing it, they posted it on their Instagram, and they had a lot of comments coming in from that design, and they were like, you guys, you're going to make a lot of money here, just give it a very simple name. And I was confused. Then I discussed with some of my friends, and they advised me that why don't you, I have a daughter. Yes. They were like, for the love of your daughter, why don't you give it your daughter's name? I have a daughter called Warmongo Brayla. So I decided to use her name for this business. This just for the love of my daughter. Yeah.
Interesting how we ladies are important to our parents, especially our dads. Now, most times people do say that, men do love boys more than loving girls. But I've come to realize that it's vice versa. That is one. Secondly, a child is a child, and that child is yours. You cannot say I love the other one more than the other one. So I don't know, maybe because he's your firstborn, that's why you came up with the name Brayla. And you could perhaps even name the salon with the name of your wife, because that's your spouse.
No.
That's just a no, already. It's a no.
And she's the only one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not with her mom, and
okay.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yes.
So that is it. Coming up with the name of your business, it's not something easy. You come to battle like, I want it to be this, I want it to be that, I want it to be the name of this, I want it that. At the end of the day, realize that it's something that comes very close to you. So that is why Dennis was in position to name the name of the business with the name of the daughter. And it works out shamlo well. Brayla, a Brayla salon, and owned by Dennis. It's really good. And having a next of kin here is easy. So Brayla will also step in and be like, my salon is called Brayla. That is in case the dad gives her go ahead to have ownership with this very particular business. Thank you so much for watching West Nile TV, and you can watch us on a channel that is 007 0073 on Zuku TV, as Twitter, social handles all are available. That's of course a Facebook, and then as well as YouTube. You get all the bit of information that is running on our TV set. Thank you so much for sparing your time to have quiet time with us, and make sure all you need to do is drop in your comment. We have varieties of businesses that we are covering right there, and realize that all the business you need to watch and you need to have a glimpse of is what we give you. And today we are happening still in Pakwach, and we want to know what Pakwach is capable of and what kind of business are they in position to manage right there. Back to that is Danish to tell us more about a Brayla salon. There are quite a number of salons right in Pakwach. How did you manage to locate your own? Because where you're located, I'm seeing other businesses are as well operating related to salon. How do you cope up with such business?
Yeah, like I said, I was encouraged by those who were here in 2016, 2017, when oil and gas work was going on in the park. So I had to sit down and think of it that I have to make money from this oil and gas sector this time. So when I realized that these people are coming back in 2021, also thought of doing some businesses with them. So I had to look around. I actually investigated all this salon around, and I was like, I can set up some new design in this town. Since most of these engineering companies coming to do the oil and gas work are people from Central in most cases, and the bosses are normally used to those good salons in the cities. So I decided to come up with this design in this town. Yeah.
I think basically uniqueness matters because looking around, his salon indeed looks different from the rest of the salons in town, and realize that this all zeroes down to creativity. And if you're being creative, you realize that what you're doing is simple, but it is unique. And then you move on with whatever design you need at whatever time you want it to be appropriate. It works out for you. And that is still from this gentleman. Basically, the next question was supposed to be who inspired him. It is obvious it's the people within here who inspired him, but the decisions are single-handedly taken from working for someone and coming in to do your own things is yet another one. You know, most of you find it hard to take such decisions, and you continue being stuck in one place working for someone, not knowing that you have your own creativity, you have your own skills, and you could do something for your soul. But when it comes to business, it needs time, it needs patience, it needs endurance, it needs commitment, it needs you to be focused, and you will definitely have it done right there. Now, issues of this very particular one. How was your experience like getting the first client to start this work? And I guess the first person who started coming to be like, hey, I want you to trim my hair. That will be your pioneer customer actually, because it's always not easy someone starting this for you. Did you start it with Braille, your daughter? Did you start it with your best friend? Did you start with a new customer that you don't know? How was it like on the first day at work?
On day one, it wasn't easy because I had a lot of pressure from friends and again people within. They were like, Dennis managed to open that expensive saloon here in Pakwach, and with the saloon business this side, will he really recover? But I was still strong. It wasn't easy because even the boys I opened up with, they were like, we are now here, and you know, in those other saloons we are working at, we used to do haircuts at 2K. Now that here we are coming at 3K. Will our customers really follow us? I was like, no, you first introduce them at you 2K in the, while informing them that very soon you would increase to 3K, you see. So it picked up slowly, because they were already used, they were having their customers within. The customers were following them and they were giving them the new price. But on day one, I was the only customer. Okay. Yes, we managed, picked up, and now I can say, and it is just all over town. It is the best, and it has the maximum number of customers.
Okay.
Yes.
But on day one, there was only one customer. Like the whole day, you only had one customer.
I was the only one. People were fearing. You find people from the village that's coming just to admire the design. Even the ones within, they just come, they admire the design, and they would think maybe haircut is like 5'10", you see. So it was quite hard.
It's right. Why I'm saying it's right is because of the setup of the salon. I'm looking at, I'm actually surprised that you're saying you guys are cutting a 3K. Up to now it's 3K.
It's still 3, yeah, haircut 3. If you are cutting and doing scrubbing, that is 5. You cutting and maybe blackening your hair, that is 5. Yeah, basically 5'3". Yeah.
That's interesting. Yet in other places you have haircut 5,000 with face scrubbing and so forth. You still pay the 5K. And I think is it the only one? Are you the only one doing it at a 3K plus face scrub 5K? Others are doing 2K and so forth. Or now the whole town is doing a 3K. Or maybe it depends on the standard of the salon.
I've not yet investigated more these days. But I think the rest are doing 2K, 1K, 1.5, and sometimes even 500 for these nursery kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, every other person has got its own day. Like the first day at work is same as like you applying for someone like a job, and you reach there, you realize that oops, you definitely had got a hectic day, and it wasn't easy having a first experience at work, being in office, being wherever you are. It's always not easy. It's same as starting a business. Trust me, you can start up something. You stayed the whole day like how you stayed. No business, no customer comes. All they come, you see the place. No, day is expensive. They have different perception about a people's work before actually inquiring more. So why didn't you by then thought of maybe having flyers, or maybe perhaps stickers or writings right next to the doors and so forth? Haircut is this and that, than having fear in those people who came in and moves without having haircut.
I had thought of it because when I was setting up, I had a plan of naming it 2K Salon.
2K Salon.
Yeah, but again, those people for oil and gas were already on the ground, the like of Pearl Engineering. So I was like, instead of maybe giving it that name, why don't I first go and engage those Pearl people? So I gave it that different name, much as I was discouraged by friends. So I later on picked courage and went to their camp. I talked to their site admin and I was like, give me business. I would be arranging for you some token at the end of the month. If I see it is yielding something. So when I talked to him like a month or two, yeah, it picked up. And I was able to give him like some token at the end of every month. Yes. So generally for the first 2-3 months, most of the customers were those from Pearl Engineering. They would even line up here.
And you make money. You forget your first day at work. But anyways, this is now a year coming to TOI business. How has been the experience like comparing from the day you started or the months you venturing into and how we are right now? How do you compare the two?
We made money. We made money from the start up to this year around you know, when people went for Christmas break, from Christmas break up to around Feb, but we made money all along. Right, yeah, right from after that 2-3 months of opening up to January to Feb. Yeah, but now things have stabilized. Now we are making money. Yes.
So do you feel if you were to increase it a little bit to 5K with face scrub, without face scrub it remains 3K, can it be possible?
Yeah, that is my plan currently. I had some worry from my landlord, because you never know our people. This is not my land, I can be removed at any time. Yes. So I've recently talked to them. I also have a plan of expanding it. I extend it behind, then I put more structure in front and add more shares. Yeah, to the 4 to 8. And I make it better. It's not looking good. I tile it and we increase to 5K. Haircuts with scrubbing 7K. Yeah.
So are you, after like having the expansion of this salon, are you just going to stick to a haircut alone, or you venture into plating for ladies as well, and you know, training people on how you can cut hair and so forth? Are you venturing into that?
Yeah, we had some people coming in. We had even some parents bringing their children to be trained here. But I'm yet to make some few inquiries about those. I'm yet new into this. Yeah, I'm yet new, but plans are there. Plans are there. Stan Big Bank gave me an opportunity. They say this is a very good location for the colleges. They can be paying their tuition from here, paying for some other things here. Plans are big. I'm even opening up agent banking very soon. Yeah, here at this very place.
Quite interesting. Like I'm saying, sometimes when you get stuck in one place, you will not really do what you want. You will not really achieve what you need. But the moment you wake up and start and take a decision, I want to do this, not that. I want to be on my own, but not to work for someone. Do you realize that the creativity in you all arose and be like, okay, I'm here. You want to play it, you want to shave hair, you want to do this, you want to add this, you want to be this and do this and that. At the end of the day, to as well create employment opportunity for other people. Being a boss, yes, becomes another thing, and as well being creative also adds up to another thing. That is how it works like. So right now, Mr. Dennis, if someone comes to you and tells you, okay, Dennis, I understand you're being independent, you are doing awesomely well, but I have a gig for you, I have an offer that I want to give for you, and can you kindly come and manage my business or my company, and I am paying you a 1.5 per month. Leave what you are doing right now, or maybe under the management of someone, or else you go there, you work from hour of 8 to 4. We all understand most offices close at 4 to 5 p.m. and from that time maybe till 9 you need to come here and manage this business. Shall you leave this and go for someone's job?
Right now I can't. I can't.
Why can't you?
I can't. Dealing with physical catch is hard. It's hard, and the agency banking part of it that I'm soon going to open with the mobile money plus Forex Bureau for information. At the station we have been changing dollar, and there are no dollars. I can't work for someone.
This one is a no already. It is a no already.
I can't. And if you are to look around, there is no Forex Bureau in Pakwach.
No, Dennis, we are paying you 1.5 monthly. 1.5?
I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Yes. Can generate 1.5 on my own if all goes well, or if it is within a busy week, I can get it.
Hey bosses, it's a no. Just know it is a no. For a stable businessman, okay, someone who has been working for someone and this person is coming back to start on himself or on her own, and maybe after a year or 2 years this person is stabilizing this business, do you realize that it is hard for this person to go and start working for someone else? Yesterday I was interacting with a friend. She told me, Lady Bates, just know I want to give myself the whole of this year to do things on my own, and I realized that working for someone does not give me enough time to do my things. Then I'm like, okay, if it doesn't give you enough time, but this person is paying you at the end of the month, can't you still go and do work for this person? You come and start yourself later. She boldly told me, NO in caps. I don't know why, but I feel people get more peaceful like when they are doing their own thing than working for someone else. Is it the same feeling that you have, or it has been quite different from the other person's office compared to your own office?
Yeah. That obvious freedom is there, okay. And you always have peace of mind. Okay. to reason even beyond
your imagination.
Yes. Yes.
So you realize that working for yourself is much better and quite interesting right here at That Is a Braille Salon with that is Dennis for you in Pakwach. And what you need to do is sometimes when you start up something for yourself, give yourself enough time. Give yourself ample time to think out of the box. I keep saying, dream big, start small. That is our hashtag. You realize that starting that and starting it at a smaller range, maybe even you can start under a veranda, you can start under a tree, you can start with one chair, with one machine, you can start with as you saw. You know that it's moving on well. So maybe we can as well get a scenario from Dennis. How did you start this salon? Did you start somewhere under a tree, under your veranda, maybe with only machine, not this was with that user power? Those are the machines those days that I don't know what it actually, I think they're charging, I don't know, I can't tell well, but they're not like how these other machines operate. Did you start like that, or you just had to give yourself time, you bought these things once and you open up here?
I gave myself time. I started a business in a very small kiosk. I bought it, for your information, at 180 in Faida. Yeah. So I had a brother who completed senior 4 and had no job. I employed him there, and I was at JK as a pump attendant. He was there generating money for me the other side. I was this side saving. See? And you know, Pakwasha have a lot of opportunities.
It's also a ton of opportunity.
Yeah. From the tourists in the park, most of them are our customers here, you see. So Pakwasha had that opportunity, and I've been saving. I made enough saving, and I wanted to open it in some good standard. Yeah, just open this at once. I saved enough. Yeah.
So you realize that saving is important. If you don't save, you realize at the end of the day nothing comes. Don't spend all you have. Maybe if you're getting 500,000 in a month, pay rent, pay those other necessity things. At the end of the day, you realize you're saving 200 or 250. That one alone will help you a lot to achieve that dream you need. If you set a target for something you need in life, that one will definitely work out for you like how you planned it. He was working, at the same time he was saving, the business was operating under the courtesy of the brother. And trusting relatives, people do say it's hard. How did you manage to trust your brother to work and manage this business for you? At the same time, you're working, trying to save something to achieve this very particular place we're in.
No, it is true. It's very hard to trust.
The relatives.
Yeah. I learned it when he was the other side in Faida. He reached a point and led me down to some extent. I had to learn from there. So when I open up this one, I never worked with my relatives. Even this one, none of them are my relatives.
None of them is a relative?
No.
Okay.
I learned a lesson from there. Yeah.
You will have to learn in hard ways in life. If you're not going to learn in hard ways, you will not really get what you need. So life can mean to sit on you. That is when you start something. Okay, most people, sometimes they started with relatives, but they don't end with them. So it is a must. You'll have to learn something from your relatives. But relatives, why are you like this? Why are you letting people down? Who knows, this one alone will also generate something. You learn something from here, you go and practice it somewhere. Your business also moves if you give someone time. Like, okay, my bro, I want to learn this. My sister, I want to learn this. Can we do this together? Maybe you give me some grace period of time. Let me also learn. You'll be like, okay. He will give you a little bit of appreciation. Or else maybe you are not paying your brother when he was doing your work. That's why he let you down.
When he was at school, I was the one who paid him in his secondary.
You also realize that people who disappoint you are the ones who you have hand in their education. Sorry about that though. So after when this gentleman actually gave you that disappointment of your life, did you close the shop to first give it a grace period of time, or you chill it off?
No, I did not. I decided to change him.
The shop was operating but under different management.
Yes, with the friend's brother, and up to now he's still there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So which means you have a branch of this in Paida?
Yes.
Paida, we're coming in your town. Who knows, we're going to be in that salon, so be ready. Otherwise, West Nile Television, and we're lighting up the region. Today we're happening in Pakwach, and more of this will be coming. Quite a number of businesses will be tackling here and there to learn more from these people. Let's have a little bit of commercial break, and when I get back, we'll be learning more from Dennis. Good morning.
Nile TV, lighting up the region.
A brand new Global Star TV with StarTimes Inside Technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. With StarTimes Inside Global Star TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update, more benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Inside Global Star TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Most welcome back. Still at Braila, that is salon in Pakwach, and it's moving on Asham Noel with that is Dennis. And I only love one thing about this salon. It's called Braila Salon, and courtesy of the daughter's name. So how lovely Braila you are, how lucky you are. Wherever I know you're going to grow up, you become a very independent woman. You also take decisions like how your dad is taking. Someone is giving him opportunity to work for 1.5 monthly. He is boldly saying it is a no, and he's going to stick to his work. Anyway, Dennis, you're most welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, and then without wasting any single minute, this will usher us into the challenges you are in position to face in this business. Actually, maybe you can take us back in history, how you were facing the other side before you come in here, and then the bit of it as well. How is it operating?
The most important one in West Nile, it's a general one. Power. That's the major one. You know, you in saloon we usually make a lot of money on weekends, and you find this when record people, they do their line clearance or bush usually on weekends.
Yes.
And they tend to.
And that's when power is most needed.
Yeah, and for us, we always don't have it on. It becomes a very big challenge to us. Okay. Then another challenge is, I've seen it here. I don't know whether it is because of our price, because of Braila being the most expensive salon. I'm not getting enough support from my friends and people within. It's also a challenge.
So what solution do you have for the issues of this power?
Power, on my side I've managed. We have a battery which we can operate on the whole day without any interference. Yeah, and it seems like it's the only one in town now who have stable power in case electricity is not there.
You are not affected?
No, nowadays I've solved it. Yes.
Yeah, I think every other business there's challenge, and there are those ones you can provide solution to. there are those ones you totally cannot provide solution to. One of them is theft issues. Someone can come into your house. Maybe theft can be as well worked with security personnel. You can improvise that is a security personnel to look after your door in case they are stealing you and so forth. And then the issues of power, possible either to provide solar or provide the generator for the work to move on. And then competition now I don't know if how you are coping up with it.
Competition, I think we do give customers to our neighbor in case it is full. Yeah, we do give those primary nursery kids of 1K, 2K. Sometimes give them to our neighbors. But our major customers, we don't. Because for them, they can come and say,
to sit down and wait.
Sometimes they can be, okay, let me tour around. I will come back. And they always do because of the services they normally get here.
Do you do massage as well in your salon?
Massage, we don't. But I've been looking for a room within, and I failed to get. Nowadays, the customer are advising us to expand it and start doing neck massage only.
Only neck massage.
Only neck massage.
Maybe with the head as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there someone capable who is in your salon as well working with you who can do that, or you are looking at employing more people to come and handle such scenarios? Someone might come from camp and the person is very exhausted. This person will need massage. They will be like, go to Braila Salon. It has all the services, and this person needs body massage like general. Are you having plans of that? Maybe employing someone who is seen in this and so forth?
Yeah, those plans are there. Because a friend was advising me to engage these schools within, and we start extending this service to them, to the students at the school or the pupils. And then maybe in wedding and the rest. Yeah, I've been getting some advice from friends. They're like we should extend the services to the schools. We engage them on some cheaper price for the entire school, so that they can fix that haircut charge in their structure, their fee structure. The students pay it on them, then we extend it to them up to the school. They're also advising, maybe whenever there is function around, we can do designs, makeup, and the rest. So I have those plans, and I think we would be employing more. Yeah. Even those for the massage would be coming in. The customers are advising they don't need this quarter men with they need some ladies with soft hands to do their face scrub.
So you guys, these guys are having quarter hands. It's kind of rough.
Yeah, it is.
Now those customers have intentions of sleeping when they're being massaged.
Baby.
This is
coming in very soon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. And I guess this one is kind of going more like a professional because sometimes when you have to bring in someone of this kind, you need to make sure that the person is senior in this game.
Yeah. Obviously, yes.
So be the few challenges you are in person to incur in the business, and luckily enough you're in person to provide most of them a solution for them. Okay, and then basically the benefits of this very particular business you ventured into as well, I think they're very important for us to know.
The benefits so far. I'm a village boy. I grew up in the village. Yeah. The first achievement was I needed a plot in town, which I got.
So you wanted to move away from village?
Wanted to move away from the village, yeah, to town.
Yes.
The second one, I also wanted to shift my mom from the village, which I did, shifted.
Okay.
Yes. Then the other one is a video hall. I have a video hall in Paida, which came
From here.
Yeah, from here. Those were the few achievements so far, and that plan of expansion, of course, I have some saving for it. Yes, and the agents banking as well.
So have you realized how big? I think that is the reason as to why I don't want to work for someone anymore.
No.
Even if this person is paying you 5 million, it's a no.
No, it's a very big no. Because yes, if you own boss, even if you seated, you will have that ample time to monitor. Even if it's on phone, via phone call, you have that ample time to monitor your projects. When I'm working for someone, I would be under some few controls. You will have to work out under some rules and regulations and the rest. You will be controlled. No, I don't want to be controlled anymore.
Working under minimum pressure is all he is emphasizing on, because here he opens the shop when he wants, he closes when he wants, unless there's a customer demand. So there's you calling him in his office, you need to do this, it has to be done now. So there are those commands which bosses give, and they'll be like, oh, I wish I'd get stuck on my business but coming in. But anyways, that's part of life. You just have to live with it. So your dream is kind of big, but you started small. So eventually you're growing and growing. Process by process, you reach where your dream is leading you.
Yes.
And that's lovely. Still a courtesy of West Nile Television, and the program going on is the Business Bank. We're actually in the last minutes of this very particular program, and this comes your way every single Wednesdays from the hour of 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. One solid hour with you, in which we are learning a quite number of things. And as well, in case you want to drop in your concerns, questions, inquiry, wherever you want to know, drop it in. That's our YouTube channel. We'll be getting it and we address it for you the way you want, and we'll be moving across the region. That's why we have that slogan that we're lighting up the region, and definitely we will be lighting up the region everywhere, anywhere, anytime, any day. We'll be reaching out to you there. Yes. And then back to you, Mr. Dennis. Let's look at a scenario of maybe having someone out there who is not working, or who is working under pressure for someone, and you needed this person to live a different life. Let's look at a scenario of a person who is not working. What advice do you have for such a person? Like the person is completely not working, but he studied, maybe he's a graduate, he's a senior 4 leaver, senior 6 leaver, P7 dropout, or particularly a school dropout. What advice do you have for such a person? These are youths in particular. Something will come up, maybe, you know, this person has tried, like knocking offices, but it's still not coming. Trying to work for someone, the pressure is too much. This person is always losing weight because of stress. It's not easy, you know. At least a word for such a person.
It's quite hard. More so in our Alurland here. Yeah.
Okay. So in Alur here, people don't need advice.
It's very hard. They rarely listen.
Okay, all that we have discussed, maybe you put a brief hint about it in your local language, and people out there can also understand maybe what we are talking about for those who are not getting English clear.
Enutie TV West Nile TV. Gituchi banga Kabedo para salon para pakwach opposite UCC. Gibeka penju kitema achel gichako konyenga anangane ma nyutu nya nyangate war mongo Dennis, then gipenju kitema achako kodo tuchileva madonga tieka woni die salon ni mabeka nyutu igi kodomondo kitema achako kodo achako itich mabeka tiwi Kabedo milo oromo majulongo petrol station achako chalove ngate magoyo mo pikipiki padano motokari padano ukesha no anko sende moko manyanok ayabo kudu kios mabeka lenge penya lenga idie paida jopanyondo ukesha idutishpara mabeka tiye kama beka goyo mo jodo tinga jodo gaba go mo ipakwach the company maromecha sama dogi pakwach agama nwango weshebe di pakwach nya oru moko majo mero mo be kate mutich de bakwash oril faria ko da para bero or fa ko da para bosiel Koloka beka woto malengi de town eni. Agama woti de town na nano ko de koloka mo shop ne gatemo. So out of woto para anwa ngonya koloka maleng mana chapo temi de town eni utie koloka pa saloon because saloon mo bedo ko standard manta yoro maecha obedo pe. Then manang ko da yabo ngode standard manta milavu ma eni obedo pe. Gama no ngonya koloka mo chapo temi malengi de pakwachi utie koloka pa saloon. Shalove Paul padano mo bete mo koloka mo be golo mo ami de pake Paul me gutie jo dongo man dano ma dongo ma moko pe alur moi dan moko ke alur na gede dano moko madong ma geng balang bala ma ko Kampala gi no standard pa saloon gi ko dangwana gama ta ke time ko saloon sama tembo e be do tek sama yaba be do customer mera chala ni kenda yori ngai kare gedo gi chaka bino gibino kalau kaca de bango tingu di matuca dek area dek kalau kat beru maleng up to kawoni kalau katia maleng dan kalau kagade tie ko pe ko pare gire pe ko ne de giberu tie mo be ka kadi iye bayro ne de mo no ne de giberu tie so I wonu na we afame pacho we alur gite ko ngoni chako chaka ka moko kende chi La para tu mena.
Yeah, he is done actually on that very particular one. He has just been elaborating on what we had discussed earlier on in a language that's actually in home language. So most times when you do some things, you bring it home as well. They do it pachu pachu. So it's good to bring it home and the people home also understand it. And then what you have already given us actually your plan for this very particular salon. I want to ask your plan in 2 to 3 years to come. You had expanded, stressed out issues of extending this, adding few things and so forth, makeup, hair, bringing ladies in. That's actually, you didn't actually tell us one of the achievements or maybe one of the importance realized in this was it created employment opportunity for the youths, because the people you're working with are not your relatives. These are youths who are hunting job and they end up getting job in your salon. Don't you think that was another achievement in life?
Yeah, it is, and a very big one. Yes. Because
people look at you actually, their ways, you as a way of survival. Had it not been that you created this, it is very hard for them to say that, oh, I am working. Someone can walk home confidently with a kavera in hand, taking to the parents, taking to the wife that have been at work.
Yeah, it is. Because of this, and because of some capital generated here, I've been in position of employing more. Yes. Even there in Paida, the hall which came up as a result of this, I'm employing some 3 boys there. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So basically, how do you relate with your workers? How do you relate with your customers from the beginning? Like when you started all this, you know, I know it has always been a hard one. Sometimes people look at you with the way you look, they'll be like, nah, that one, he's so gloomy, he's always rude, he's hard to deal with. And then you have these people you have employed to work for you, but they don't smile. They also vis-a-vis people. Like when I came here yesterday in your shop, we got some gentleman. I love the fact that allow me to applaud him. He's some smiling gentleman. He welcomes you like, hey, you're welcome. He smiles, how may I help you? You get it? Those are the terms he used. I'm like, oh, this one, it's a deal already. Because someone comes, the person interact with such a person, it is hard, because the person weared a gloomy face long time ago, as if the person stayed hungry for 3 to 5 days, no eating, no drinking water, no nothing. I think the gentleman is as well around. Kudos to him. Actually, he did amazing work yesterday when we came coming from Arua to Pakwach. Like no one welcomes you with that jolly face. This guy was smiling. He stood right in front here. He was smiling. Say, hey, madam, you're welcome. How may I help you? I was like, okay, can I speak to the CEO of this business? So how do you normally relate with people, like for the very first day and compared to now?
You know, I've also learned it recently that these boys in most cases, they like to work with their age mate. Okay. More than those older. Because to me, there is a way I can relate with them very closely. Very closely, and you know they are ever busy.
Yes.
Sometimes they can even sacrifice to work for me and go on empty stomach the whole day.
Oh,
Yes,
that's good. Though.
I always relate with them in a very good way. There is anything wrong, I would make sure we solve it in a
Amicable way.
Yes. And you know, most of them are from some other salons, and they like to work with me so much. Yeah.
So has there any other client that you have worked on and comes back, tells you, maybe in your absence, let's say this, in your absence, you're not in the office, maybe you're taken up by other duties, and some client tells you, like, next time he comes back, I came around, I was not worked on well, I never liked the way they trim my hair, I never liked the way they massaged my body, they did for me face scrub. Has any client complained to you on such scenarios?
We never had that. We never. Instead, we are the ones who correct. Sometimes, even these people, whenever they go, maybe if they happen to go to Kampala, maybe over the weekend, I wasn't worked on very well yesterday in Kampala, you correct it. And even from some other salons within, they always come here for corrections.
Okay.
And they haven't had any complaint. They say all these boys all of them are just good. You see. They are all good.
I just wish I had enough time right now, like I do all this I am doing and I sit back, someone works on my hair and I go back to Arua and I see how the whole experience is like. I don't know how I just wanted to get those recommendations. So I'm like, hey, Bits, who works on your hair? Your hair looks nice, your hair is this and that. Trust me, I will go with that is applauding words to give to people in Arua. For actual people from Arua will be giving you those words and I'll be like, hey, then you know what, someone said my hair is nice, but trust me, I cannot spend that is 20,000 from Arua to come and trim my hair in Pakwach to a courtesy of getting all those words. If it means to do that, I would really do that. And I don't know if you have such a client who goes and works in Kampala and time for trimming approaches, travels and comes and do it here.
They are there. One deputy RDC is someone from Arua. Over the weekend, he would go to Arua, would come here and shave very early in the morning.
And goes back.
No, he works here.
He works here.
But stays in Arua. On the weekend, over the weekend, he would go to Arua.
Okay.
Monday morning, he travels back, come and trim before going to office. We have some other clients who work here at the local government. They stay in Nebi. In the morning, very early on Monday, they brush here, they trim, they travel to office. Those customers are there. There are many. Yes.
I'm going to be one of the customers so that now this is awesome. What time do you normally open and what are your closing times?
We usually open at 7 and I do it myself.
You open at 7?
At 7 a.m. The boys, sometimes they delay, but yeah, we always arrange and make sure at least 2 comes early. 2 always report here early. At 7 or maybe 7:10, 7:15 there, but 2 always report early. Then we close at, we don't have closing time. It depends. If customers are there, we sacrifice.
Even if working throughout the night, we are there for it.
Yeah, we can allow like 2 to go, come early in the morning. Then
the rest work late night, also have a rest.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a very good setup though.
Yes.
Okay. And then basically, how long are you going to be working? For instance, time will come, you need to have a rest. Not that you are tired. You just have to give yourself time. I think with work, let me sit and venture into my pensions. One of them is this very particular place. Is there someone you already put ahead of you? In case in the future I'll be resting, or I feel I just need to get seated and receive money from my businesses. Is there someone who you already have in your mind to be managing your business?
I have some few experience. And I think for now it is yet hard for me to decide. Maybe in future, if all goes on well, I have a plan of opening my personal business, and you may believe either Brella or the other one I will open for the family. And maybe my personal business, I will get someone.
That one does not involve any of your relatives, which is of course your children.
Not even my family. That is when maybe I can sit and rest. Yes.
But which business could that one be particular? Like you just want it for yourself alone. I, Dennis, alone. Braille is not part of it. Those are the children who are here to come are not part of it. But this is just my business. What kind of business could that be?
If all goes on well, I always see people make a lot of money in petroleum. Yeah. That is my biggest dream. I will do it.
Wish you all the best. Definitely wish you all the best, and that is it, and it has to come to pass, because when it comes to having a big dreams about this, that's why for us to have this slogan in Business Bank that dream big but start small. So this one you are starting, and everyone is watching you right now saying, I want to start this. Eventually they will be looking up to you. The someone who is looking up, this young man on TV, how is he planning to have this in future? What kind of dream is he having to have this? What is he doing that he's going to make this business work out? Those scenarios do come. Someone is asking. So for you to have that doubt cleared, you get to know that work hard, stay focused, be determined, dream big, and start small. You realize that it is working out for you. So the more you do that, the more things work out for you vividly, and you realize that, oh, I did this myself. How long did it take me to do this? You realize that doing that is awesomely amazing. And back to you boys in the salon. How do you normally handle them in terms of payments? Do you pay them monthly, or do you pay them on daily basis, or is it a commission bit of business that they do with you? Maybe can you make us to understand something as well for someone out there maybe who is doing the opposite of what we're discussing?
The ones who do a haircut, I do pay them daily. Yeah. Then the manager is being paid monthly.
Oh, you also have a manager?
I have a manager.
The CEO is manager, and then the boys of one.
Yeah. Who is being paid on monthly basis. And whoever I work with, I would want such a person not to mess up so much in life. We have some, we do some saving here. Yes, on daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah, for each of them. Yes.
You did that person yourself as a CEO?
I follow it closely.
I follow it closely with the strict supervision.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, you as the CEO, do you also get salary at the end of the month? Do you also pay yourself? Does your manager pay you?
No. The manager doesn't pay me. Of course, I control the account myself.
I think a brief advice for you that you need to be paid, okay? Most of the founders of business get salary. Like you are the owner of this, you have a manager. You make sure that your manager pays your workers, your manager pays the CEO, the manager pays himself, and he as well makes sure that the business runs successful. Much as you're on ground as the founder of the business, you need salary too. You get it? That is when you realize that after paying all these workers I have, inclusive of me, how much am I remaining with at hand? Because every other business, I don't know how many are not paid, but most of the businesses I have seen, most of the companies I have seen who are independently doing themselves, the CEO, the MD himself or herself gets payment too. I've worked with quite a number of people, and the people I worked with, the MDs, they also get paid too. Like they ask you to make a salary allowance, like salary acquisition. As you're working, as you're making, you include them. You have to start with them. Like Dennis is getting 500,000 monthly. The manager gets this, the supervisor gets this, and then the rest of the people. You put them up to the last person, that is, of course, the cleaner or the watchman. They need to have their salaries appended on the salary acquisition. Then at the end of the day, after paying all these people, you come to realize how much money am I remaining with. So your money needs to come. So you need to sit down with your manager or your supervisor, whosoever is ready for a salary requisition, need to put you in budget of salary too. That is from actual next month henceforth. You need to consider that. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yes.
It's a good idea. I think we should implement it.
You really need to.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a CEO working. Maybe I've not interacted with quite many, but the few I've interacted with, they also receive salary from their work. Unless if you are to work alone, this place is owned by you alone, there's no worker, you are managing it alone. You get, you don't have right to pay yourself. But to work with people, you're employing people to work with, you also need to appear on the salary script. You need to appear on the salary scale. How much am I being paid? And now what I've not learned is who allocates their salary. You get, that one I've not read so to that. But if you can sit down with your manager, how much will you be paying me monthly? Because you cannot be picking money from your business to do other things. You need to get it from your salary to do those other things. Maybe pay school fees, and then the little that remains afterwards is now to do expansion in your salon, is now to do development in your salon. That is it. It has been actually a recap for you. You think about that and work upon it. Can I have your last word for the session of this very particular program? Your last word, and then you close it and we call it a day.
This has been quite interesting.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time and thanks for honoring our call.
Thank you.
Well then, let's meet again at next edition. That's next Wednesday. Have yourself a very lovely day at your business premises. Good day.